Cara Beth is Murray's oldest daughter, and beautiful daughter. Even though she and Andy graduated from Ole Miss.
Hey, they didn't lose. They did not lose.
We did not. It was great.
He loves her anyway. He loves her so much that he paid her out-of-state tuition. She had to earn her spending money. Oh well, she's off the Beck Scholarship now. Good luck. It's your turn.
Cara Beth, truth only.
We're so unprepared.
I don't really know, actually. I think his name's Andy. I don't know.
Like many of you, when we heard that Diane was hosting this roast for Murray, we thought, well, Diane must be drinking again.
When we heard that the roast was benefiting CPC, we were both very excited to take part in it. I participated in CPC with Dad on 5 different occasions. Everyone in our family has gone at least once, and Dad's gone for the better part of about 20 years now. Well, I'm not sure how much help Mom is in home construction. We've got some good news. We checked online, and CPC doesn't have a maximum age limit, so you can keep on going.
We sat down and thought about it, and the more we talked about it, the harder it was for us to participate in Murray's roast. While normally any man would jump on the opportunity to publicly humiliate his father-in-law, the thing about Murray is, well, if you look at him, he's bigger than me.
But honestly, this man's been a great father to me for 24 years. Dad was there for me all the way up through high school and put me through college, even if I went to Ole Miss.
And granted, he has been a great father-in-law to me for about 1.5 years now, but realistically, for going on 6 years, he's included me in the family dinners, family vacations, and the like.
So we sat down and talked about it and figured out we could roast my dad because, you know, it's for charity.
But the more we thought about it, we also realized, hell, the wedding's paid for.
No, it's not.
Thank you.
Anyway, for the past 19 years, my dad's had to put up with 4 women in the house. And this includes having to play with Barbie dolls and getting impromptu makeovers while he was in his recliner. And Melly and Maggie and I always wanted to style his hair, but kind of.
I fixed that.
So I'm not really sure how living with 4 girls has affected his day-to-day life.
5, Cammy.
Sorry, Cammy, 5. But I've heard stories of him asking if his new pants make him look fat, and being late to meetings because he couldn't figure out how to put the urinal seat down.
I'd like to throw in that, as I mentioned before, I've been unfortunate to know Murray for 6 years now. I don't know what Murray thought of me when we first met, but thanks to the twins and the boys they're bringing home, my stock is Thank you, good night.
My dad's been
They don't drink my liquor. I'm sorry, we know the time is late.
Yeah. Okay, anyway, my dad's been bringing me up to the yacht club since pretty much before I was born. And I've had a lot of great times here, but unfortunately, Dad thinks that any time is a good time to come to the yacht club. So he's drug us all up here in horrible, horrible conditions, you know, when it's raining, when it's cold, when it's snowing, and worst of all, when Uncle Gary's gonna be here. Lake or at home in Birmingham. Dad was the first person who taught me how to drive on ice. And coincidentally, that same day, he taught me when it's appropriate to cuss while operating a vehicle.
I remember that.
I think the twins do too. And that BST.
The twins learned to say, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit.
While coming this close to a telephone pole. He also taught me that to keep my children happy in the long future, that you should buy them toys with their names on it. So, for instance, when he was little, Dad's parents got he and Aunt Sarah bikes. His said Murray and hers said Huffy. Is to always blame it on the dog.
Since I've known this man, I've played different parts with him. I've served as his golfing buddy, though while we played, after looking for all the lost balls, answering the questions, felt more like a caddy. But I've also served as his first mate on his boat. Diane messes things up sometimes, so I had to come in and help out. And
Bad answer.
but I've served kind of as a son to him. Not in the sentimental way you are thinking, but more in like the, hey, can you help me get this to the attic kind of way.
The son he always wanted.
But perhaps most importantly, I've served as Murray's friend. Really the most important kind of friend that you can have out there. The kind of friend that just refuses to let his friend drink alone. So, Murray and I both enjoy a nice glass of Jack Daniels at the time, but it wasn't until Murray nominated me to be a squire for Jack Daniels whiskey that I realized pretty much Murray has kept the town of Lynchburg afloat for 30-something years now.
For those of you that don't know, my dad's been to the Jack Daniels distillery so many times that he literally knows the tour guides by name. Sammy! He also gets the back room treatment every time he goes, and they shower him with gifts and freebies, and it makes Uncle Gary turn green with envy.
She's right about that.
But he literally has a shrine to Jack Daniels in our den. So if anybody hasn't gotten him a birthday present, just run down to the ABC store and get him some Jack. Yeah, no, he needs the full bottle. That'll get through the weekend.
I'm going to go ahead and admit, of all the times that Murray and I have spent together, the most awkward moment that we spent was when I asked for his daughter's hand in marriage.
No shit.
You can back me up on this story. After successfully clearing my throat about 1,000 times during an uncomfortable silence while we watched NASCAR, I finally locked myself into the conversation with a phrase Carabeth taught me that you just say, so. It was harder for me to ask Murray for Carabeth's hand than it was for me to ask Carabeth, because when I really thought about it, when it really came down to it, I knew I could take Carabeth. I figured I could outrun Murray, but still. But all in all, there's not much more I could ask for in a father-in-law than what I got with Murray. A beach house in the Bahamas, yes. But for now, the yacht clubs, it's pretty good. But I just want to tell Murray, just because he's turning 50 and I'm still in my prime at the right age of 25, the age difference doesn't make Murray twice the man as me. If anything, Murray's got a big heart, constant consideration for others. That might make him twice the man as me, but I'm pretty sure that's just Diane's cooking. So. Either that or Murray's abilities on the grill. I don't know. If all of y'all had not had one of his infamous steaks, when I think of what Murray can do on the grill, I think of what Celine Dion can do on the grill. But in all seriousness, if I was fortunate enough to pick my father-in-law, I would pick this man without a shadow of a doubt to be in the top 25.
Oh Lord, is that it?
No, I'm not done yet. Almost. I'd like to close by saying that I'm just so happy that everybody was able to get up here for my dad's 50th birthday party. You know, 50 is a real important number for my dad right now. It's the number of times that I've gotten on his last nerve. And it's the number of hairs he's got left on his head.
Scored in college.
And after 3 girls, it's the number of dollars he has left in his bank account. Seriously though, I'm just so glad that my mom hosted this roast, not only to celebrate my dad, but to raise money for CPC. It's really a wonderful organization. It helps so many needy families, and I hope that everybody's been able to make a donation to it. Speaking of which, can I have some money?
Oh.